The Chieftains of Okolona, homecoming night here. As the Chieftains won the toss, they have elected to defer to the second half, so the Trojans will get the football first. Coming in tonight, 6-2, 2-1 in region play. The Chieftains 4-3, 1-1 in region play. A big matchup, particularly for the Trojans, who have playoff aspirations, as that time of the year is right around the corner. A cold night tonight, temperatures in the 30s. The Trojans in their traditional blue uniforms with white pants, gold numbers, and gold helmets. The Chieftains in their road white uniforms with maroon pants. There is the kick. Taking it about the 10-yard line, coming straight ahead and getting out across the 30, still on his feet. As we got a penalty flag thrown, it was Jamarian Johnson, number 6, on the return. They'll have it at the 33-yard line. And apparently that flag just fell out of the official's pocket. He picked it back up, so the Trojans will begin their 1st and 10. And refereeing going over some of the rules with the offense as the Trojans come to the line of scrimmage. Number 1, Dante Armstrong, has been the quarterback this season. One of the better athletes that we'll see. And on 1st down, he'll look to throw. Comes over the middle, incomplete, intended for Latrell Marks, number 25. Thrown a little behind him. Okolona had a couple of defenders there on coverage. Number 11, Rod Jones. Number 23, Jaquez Ford. There to corral. 2nd down and 10. Both of these teams are going to be spread offenses. You'll see a majority of the snaps out of the shotgun tonight, and Armstrong's got 4 receivers, and on 2nd down, he'll give straight ahead. And this is a good carry by Jamar Brown up to about the 38-yard line.
That's Jamar Brown on the carry.
And that'll bring it up 3rd down and about 5 on the play. Read option has been so popular at every level of football, particularly at the high school level, and you're going to see both of these teams line up that tonight. Line of scrimmage to make will be the 43-yard line for the Trojans. They've got 4 receivers in the route. They'll instead keep it on the ground. This is Marks, and he is trying to get, Brown, trying to get to the line of scrimmage needed, and I think he's going to be just a yard shy, as the line judge on the near side has him at the 42, which is a gain of 4 on the play. So that will bring up 4th down and 1. They won't measure, but the Trojans wasting no time going for it. Coach Ray keeping the offense on the field. As now the referee will stop it, and perhaps we will get a measurement out of it. 10:46 to play here in the 1st quarter. This is the opening drive, and the chain gang will be brought onto the field. Line of scrimmage needed was the 43-yard line, and it is a yard shy, so it will remain 4th down and 1. And the Trojans continue to waste no time keeping the offense on the field. This is an offense that has performed so well this season. A lot of weapons. Armstrong been one of the big playmakers for this team the last few years. He has been at wide receiver. He's also played a little tailback as well. 1st year starting at quarterback. And on 4th and 1, he will check the wristband and change the play at the line of scrimmage. 4 down linemen for the Chieftains. And on 4th down, it's a give straight ahead. Brown spins, and I think he got it. He got to the 43.5, really. And that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. So Jamar Brown gets about a half a yard needed, and the Trojans will keep the football. So a big gamble on the opening drive by Coach Ray to go for it in your own territory on 4th down. pays off, and the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at the 43.5-yard line. That's Marks in motion to the left side. A little bit of a low snap. The give is to Johnson off the left side, and he will be brought down for a gain of about 1 to the 44. Low snap seemed to put the play on the back burner. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now.
Terry Rogers makes the stop.
As Rogers makes the stop for the Chieftains.
2nd and 9.
Who will operate with a 3-man defensive front. They will put 4 linebackers. Now they walk up a 5th one, so an 8-man front. And on 2nd down, Armstrong looks to throw. He's got Marks this time inside Chieftain territory, finds forward. The ball came loose, but the official will say the ball was already down, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down for the Trojans. As that throw by Armstrong, a little behind Marks, but he did a good job adjusting to it. And that'll bring the football all the way to the Okolona 45-yard line. A 1st down for the Trojans now. 9:18 and counting to play here in the 1st quarter. This is the opening drive of the game. And after converting on 4th down, Armstrong delivers a beautiful pass, and it's now 1st down. Armstrong with a quarterback draw. He'll keep it and gets to about the 41-yard line. And that's one of the dynamics that he brings to this offense. Davis Brown for the last few years, who was a terrific quarterback for the Trojans. Armstrong really plugged in there this year and has had his ups and downs. At times he's looked a little uncomfortable, perhaps playing quarterback and throwing the football down the field, but his athleticism really gives the Trojans something they've been missing at quarterback for a while. On 2nd down, this is a pitch to the near side, and a good gain there by Tyler Donovan, who is close to a 1st down as he is down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of around 6 on the play, and that's going to be good enough for another Trojans 1st down. So Bruce marching the ball down the field against this undermanned Okolona defense. Just what you would expect out of this big offensive line. Donovan will stay in there, and he'll get the carry on 1st down as we've got a penalty flag thrown. And perhaps the Trojans were not completely set, and that's going to be the penalty, illegal procedure against the Trojans, their 1st of the ball game. And with Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October, you see the pink flags on the field. We get the call from our referee. It'll be 1st and 15 back at the 40-yard line. Good opening drive by the Trojans. 7:54 to play here in the 1st quarter. Jamar Brown back into the ball game now in the backfield, along with Armstrong, who looks to throw on 1st down. He'll dump it out to his safety valve, Brown, who's got a big gain up ahead, gets the 1st down and more, still breaking tackles, and finally will be knocked down at about the 18-yard line. A gain of 27 yards on that play, and Armstrong right there shows you exactly what he can do. Eludes pressure in the pocket. He's able to find Jamar Brown, who leaked out of the backfield into the flat, and from there, Brown used his running back skills to pick up another 15 yards or so, and the Trojans are knocking on the door inside the red zone. Armstrong will go under center now, and inside trap play to Johnson left side. This one is going to be stacked up for a gain of a couple. Good job there by the Okolona defense, as they were not fooled at all by the misdirection. They'll give him about 2 to the 16-yard line.
Gain of 1 yard.
Terry Rogers, number 31, on that stop for the Chieftains, who were looking to hold the Trojans to a field goal opportunity on the opening drive of the game. Rogers showing blitz number 31 up the middle, backs off of it, and now Armstrong's going to change the play. Play clock down, and we've got a whistle, and this one is going to result in a timeout by the Trojans. So we'll take it with them. 6:34 to play in the first quarter. We'll be right back on TV7. Welcome back here to Trojan Field. 6:34 to play in the first quarter. Opening drive for Bruce. Second down and about 8 from the 16-yard line. And Brown will get it around the end, trying to turn the corner. Gets inside the 10 and inside the 5. And Jamar Brown will be down to the 4-yard line. So a gain of 12 yards on the play. And it'll give the Trojans first down and goal to go at the 4-yard line. This offensive line has done a good job on the opening drive. Again, the Chieftains not the biggest defensive front, and the Trojans look to wear them down throughout the first half. And it's been a lot of groundwork for the Trojans. Jartavis Freeland in motion to the left side. Armstrong will give it off the left side. This is Brown, and he is stacked up immediately. Rogers, number 31, involved in there as well. He's been active so far on this first drive, along with Curtis Green, number 7, the junior linebacker, who came up and made a big hit on Brown. It'll be a loss of 1, so second down and goal to go from the 5-yard line. That's the second time we've seen a low snap. And both times, Trojans have not been able to really get anything on the play. They'll fake the pitch, and Armstrong is in trouble, and he's going to be dropped way back for a loss to the 10-yard line. Outstanding job there by the Chieftains. Rogers and Green in there for the Chieftains. And the big hit, though, came from Collins and Quinn Babbitt, number 1, junior defensive lineman. So just what it looked like the Trojans were a shoe-in to put 6 on the board. 2 outstanding plays by the Okolona defensive front now. Pushes it all the way back, and it's 3rd and goal to go from the 10-yard line. And presumably we'll see Armstrong try and put it into the air. He will look to throw, crossing route, incomplete, and we've got a flag in the end zone. This is going to be pass interference against the Chieftains. It was intended for Antarius Glass, number 14.
Coverage 21, correction 22, Buchanan.
And perhaps J.C. Buchanan will be the guilty party. And we do have pass interference against the Chieftains. So that will give the Trojans a fresh set of downs, and for Okolona, a chance at holding the Trojans to a field goal opportunity will now have to come with another fresh set of downs as they'll move it half the distance to the 5 and give Bruce 1st and goal. Johnson and Brown in the backfield. It'll be Johnson up the middle. He's pounding his way forward. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
3 yards. Touchdown.
Jermarion Johnson from 5 yards out after the penalty. It was a costly one, and the Trojans capitalize on that after converting a 4th down early in the drive. The Trojans march it 67 yards down the field and strike first. The extra point attempt is up, and it's good by Donovan. No, he missed it. I'll say the kick was shanked to the right, so no good there by Donovan. But the Trojans strike first, leading 6-0, 4:28 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be right back. Welcome back as as we're here at Trojan Field. Jeremy Kennedy with you. 4:28 to play in the first quarter. Trojans on top 6-0, marching 67 yards on their opening drive, converting a 4th down and 1 back at the 42-yard line, and the Trojans were able to carry it on into the end zone after that. Kickoff is taken on the far side, and we have a chance at a tie ball game. This is number 22, J.C. Buchanan, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. No flags on the play. Well, just like that, the Chieftains are back into this ball game and have seized momentum. Buchanan ran into one of his teammates trying to catch the football, lost it, gathered it, broke one tackle, and hit the corner on the right side. And all of a sudden, we now are tied at 6. Gwen Babbitt will come on to attempt the point after. As the Chieftains are trying to get one more member of the special teams unit onto the field. High snap, Babbitt's kick is not good and not really close at all. So both teams score the first time they touch it. Neither kicker can get it through the end zone. 4:14 to play in the first quarter. We'll take another break. We'll be right back from Trojan Field. Trojan Field. 4:14 to play here in the first quarter. The Trojans took a little more than 7 minutes on their opening drive to score a touchdown and take a 6-0 lead. The Chieftains took all of 9 seconds on the kickoff return to do the same. Both kickers were unable to knock through the PAT, so here we are locked at a 6-6 tie in the first quarter. Kickoff is squibbed to the right side, and this one is going to roll out of bounds, so the Trojans will get good field position as the penalty flag comes down. And a chance now for the Trojans to regain the lead and continue to work on that Okolona defense. 3 passes were thrown on that opening drive. Was able to complete 2 of them.
First down, 3 yards to go for the Trojans.
And the Trojans will begin their second drive at the 35-yard line. They'll have 3 wide receivers for Armstrong, who will get the bubble screen pass complete to the near side. This is Jadarius Benson, number 3, and he's out to the 42-yard line. So a gain of 6 yards on that play. Armstrong now 3 for 4 in this ball game, and has completed 3 in a row. 2nd down and 3 now for the Trojans, who, with their ground game, can really do some damage on 2nd and 3rd and short in this contest. They'll shift over to the right side. Armstrong, who's got Brown in the backfield, turns and says something to him. He'll pitch it to the near side, and he is stacked up. He hops over the line and is pushed back. Tackle made on that play by Curtis Green, number 7, who has already made his presence felt here in the first quarter. They give him his forward progress to the 43-yard line, so it's a gain of 1 for Brown. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll need to get to the 45 for a first down. Clock under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. 2nd possession for the Trojans. And they'll move the pocket left. Armstrong looks, he's in trouble, and he is going to be able to get the ball out, but it's incomplete, intended for Brown, and he was harassed back at the line of scrimmage. Terry Rogers, number 31, is in there again, and Rogers and Green, the 2 defensive players that have really come to play so far in this first quarter for the Chieftains. Come through there, force Armstrong out of the pocket, and it'll be 4th down and 2, and this time the punting unit will be on the field. Jacoby Hurd is back deep to receive for the Chieftains. Donovan will punt it away. A little rugby-style punt, high kick away from Hurd, and it takes a big bounce, and Hurd is going to try to go and get it. He fumbled the football but picked it up and was able to advance it to the 31-yard line, and I'm not sure what at all Jacoby Hurd was thinking as the punt was sideways punt that was kicked away from her to the far side, and instead of just letting it roll, he decided to try and pick it up and run down the field, and fortunately for him, the ball bounced right back to him when he lost it. It will be solid field position for the Okolona Chieftains at the 30-yard line. 2:30 to play in the first quarter, tied at 6. This will actually be the first time the Chieftains have the ball offensively. The Chieftains will operate out of the shotgun. Buchanan was the man in motion who did not get the carry and went up the middle to about the 33-yard line. It was Jacoby Hurd
is the ball carrier. Gain of
that
40
carry.
yards. Mark the ball at the 34. Second down.
And they'll put it at the 33-yard line. So 2nd down and 7 is Hurd, who is the starting quarterback for the Chieftains. We'll have 3 receivers out. He'll give it on the read option play up the middle, and this is a big gain into Trojan secondary. Number 1, Daquan Babbitt, all the way down to the 44-yard line, or excuse me, the 46-yard line of Bruce. A gain of 23 yards. And the Chieftains now have it 1st and 10 inside Bruce territory. 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. A high snap, and Babbitt will get it again around the end, and he's got a big gain and is knocked out of bounds near the 1st down line. Put him at about the 35-yard line, and if that's the case, that should be good enough for a 1st down.
The game is to the 35.
And they will actually measure it at the 35. We'll have the chain gang take about 2 steps in front of where they are as they're right in front of the sticks. And as they measure, it will be a 1st down for the Chieftains at the 35-yard line. So Babbitt with back-to-back carries of 1st down yardage. And all of a sudden, this Chieftains team, which could be on the field defensively on the opening drive of the game, has returned at kickoff for a touchdown, forced a 3-and-out, and is now down to the Bruce 35-yard line with a fresh set of downs. Hurd, quarterback draw, makes a couple of man miss, gets around the corner. It's a foot race. Armstrong is there and will push him out of bounds. But Jacoby Hurd has performed quite well here in the first quarter, and he is all the way down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 33 yards on the play, and Okolona will have 1st down and goal to go.
First down and goal.
They'll say he was actually pushed down at the 4, so 1st and goal from the 4, a gain of 29 on that play. Hurd with it will give to Babbitt off the right side as he finds forward, still on his feet, and is brought down for no gain on the play.
That's Babbitt on the carry.
A nice job there by the Trojans defensively. Gardner on that tackle.
No gain on the play. Second down, goal to go from the 4.
So 2nd down and goal to go from the 4. We've now reached 55 seconds to play here in the opening period. And on second down, they'll give off the right side to Babbitt again, and this time he is stacked up for about a gain of 1 on the play. So the Trojans defensively have stiffened a little bit inside the 5-yard line. Pat Gardner, number 7, in on that tackle. So a critical 3rd down and goal to go situation here. They put it officially at the 2-yard line. Hurd will try and draw the Trojans off sides, and he might have been successful at that. There was movement across both lines. As the officials will talk about it. It will be false start against the Chieftains. And that will make 3rd and goal from the 2, 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line.
3rd down and goal to go from the 9.
20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Clock is rolling. Chieftains don't have to snap the football, but they are coming to the line of scrimmage. Will Hurd attempt his first pass of the ball game? He's trying to find somebody now. Will scramble, and he is going to be brought down to about the 5-yard line. So Hurd will get a couple of yards on the play, and it'll bring him 4th and goal. But that will be the final play in the first quarter. It's Bruce 6, Okolona 6. We'll take a timeout and come back here with 4th and goal to start the second quarter. This is high school football on TV7 Sports. Fourth down and goal from the 5 for the Chieftains as we start the second quarter. It's a pass to Babbitt, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chieftains. A screen on the left side to Daquan Babbitt. And the Chieftains are on the board again, this time coming with an offensive touchdown and take the lead 12-6. Outstanding drive there. After the Chieftains forced a 3-and-out defensively, they're able to march it 69 yards for a touchdown. Had a couple of big runs by Daquan Babbitt, and then he's able to get in there on 3rd down and goal from about the 5 off the screen pass. So Jacoby Hurd with some big runs in there as well, and Babbitt will try and do better than his first attempt at a point after. Better snap this time. His kick is far better, and it's right down the middle, and the Okolona Chieftains lead it 13-6 with 11:55 to play here in the first half. We'll keep it here because we took a break there to end the first quarter play, but Okolona has come into Trojan Field tonight, fell behind early 6-0, and has done a much better job defensively. They forced a 3-and-out on that second possession by the Trojans, and then offensively getting it for the first time, moved it right down the field through only one pass. That was the touchdown strike from Hurd to Babbitt, and a beautifully designed and well-called screen pass. And the Trojans were selling out for the run. And so now it's up to this Bruce offense to once again try and find some running room. They were able to get 7 yards on the previous drive's first down, but couldn't run it in after that to keep the drive going. So a big drive coming up now for the Trojans to see if they can tie this game up. The kick is on its way. It was short, and it's been muffed but recovered by the Trojans at about the 27-yard line as Jamarian Johnson was back deep to receive along with Interius Glass, but that kick was well shy of them. In fact, Roberto Ramirez, number 5, came up and tried to catch the football. It got away from him, but he was able to get on top of it. So Bruce now with the third series of the ball game for the Trojans. We'll start 1st and 10. Out of the gun goes Armstrong. He gets it to Johnson on the sweep to the right side. He cuts up the field, and he's going to have first down yardage out to the 39, maybe the 40-yard line. So a gain here of about 13 yards on the play. And that's exactly what the Trojans needed to get things going on this drive. Again, Dante Armstrong, one of the better athletes we'll see at the quarterback position this year. He's got a lot of help around him. And the Trojans like to keep it on the ground. On first down, he'll turn and hand it this time. And it's another good gain out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Johnson on the carry. That'll be a gain of about 8 on the play. And now they're pushing back to the 47-yard line. So a gain of about 6 on the play. The down marker standing right there next to the first down line and finally moved it back a little bit, but a 6-yard gain nonetheless on first down. 2nd and 4 for the Trojans as they are inching closer to midfield. And this is going to be a keeper to the near side for Armstrong as he tries to turn the corner and flips over and actually knocks over the bench over there and scares the life out of the cheerleaders who weren't paying attention. As Armstrong will be marked at the 49 of Okolona. It's a gain of 5 on the play on a first down. But Armstrong did a nice job turning that corner. It looked as though he was going to have a tough time getting back to the line of scrimmage, and then nearly ran into one of his own teammates on the sidelines and took out the bench there. But everybody's okay down there. Cheerleaders have probably regained their normal heartbeat by now. 1st and 10 from the 49. They'll turn and hand it around again. This is a gain of about 2 on the play as DJ Glaspie gets that carry. So we see the number of Trojans get the football tonight out of the backfield. Armstrong has kept it. We've seen Johnson, we've seen Brown, now Glaspie. So the Trojans have a lot of weapons, and they'll go full wide here. Glaspie in motion. He'll get the speed sweep to the far side, turns the corner, and he is going to have a good gain close to first down yardage. And they'll put him, in fact, inside the 40 to the 38. That's going to be good for another first down for the Trojans. Gain of about 9 on the play. So first down and 10 now. Well, now they put the line of scrimmage back to the 39, so in fact it will be 3rd down and short. So 3rd down and short for the Trojans. They need to get a yard. They'll fake to Johnson, and Armstrong is in trouble, and he's going to lose about 3 yards back to the 42-yard line. Outstanding job with a defensive front for Okolona. DeQuan Babbitt, number 1, in there, along with number 52, Josh Ford. Plugged up the middle of the hole, and just when it looked like the Trojans were moving it effortlessly down the field, they have been pushed back now, and it's going to be 4th down and about 4 from the 42-yard line. 8:40 to play in the first half. Trojans trail 13-6, and Dante Armstrong is going to have to burn one of the 3 timeouts, and they'll talk about it. With 8:33 to play in the first half, it's 13-6. Okolona will take a break and come right back on TV7 Sports. Back here at Trojan Field, 8:33 to play in the first half. Jeremy Kennedy with you as the Trojans facing 4th down and 4 yards to go from the Okolona 42-yard line. Armstrong had to burn a timeout there. Out of the timeout, they give it to Johnson on the speed sweep, cuts up the field, leaps over a defender, and has the first down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. A gain of about 9 yards on the play, and that speed sweep has been awfully good to the Trojans on this drive as Bruce has run the ball down the field. This drive started at the 27-yard line, and they've moved it all the way down to the Okolona 33. And they'll whistle the ball back into play. 8:15 to go in the first half. This is the third possession for the Trojans. Johnson will get it off the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, and is down to about the 25. So the Trojans, again, just relying on that big offensive line. And the Okolona defense had no answer for it for the first drive. Forced it 3 and out on the second drive. And just like the first drive of the game, the Trojans had to convert a 4th down play to get in the end zone. They just did so a minute ago, but they're driving again with 2nd down and short. Johnson gets it off the right side, and he is dropped back in the backfield. Ford on the play made a great tackle and got Johnson just before he could turn the corner and get big yards. That'll put the ball back at the 27-yard line, a loss of about 2 on the play. So 3rd down and about 4. They'll need to get to the 23-yard line for a first down. Armstrong will look to throw. He's under pressure. Now comes to the near side. Will tuck and run, looking for a block. He's got one, and he should be close. They'll actually put him at the 23-yard line, maybe a step closer to the 24, and that was the line of scrimmage he needed, but it looks as though this is going to be 4th down as the officials aren't even going to measure. It's going to be 4th down and less than a yard, and the Trojans will no doubt go for this. They really need about a half a yard here to pick up the first down, and they'll actually operate out of the shotgun. And they'll change the play. It's Brown in the backfield for the Trojans off the left shoulder of Armstrong. It'll be a straight quarterback draw. Comes to the near side. It's got the first down and more inside the 20 down to about the 14-yard line. So a gain of about 9 yards on the play for Armstrong there. He stopped by his counterpart, the quarterback Jacoby Hurd. And it'll be another first down for the Trojans. Bruce tonight 2 for 2 on 4th down, or excuse me, 3 for 3 on 4th down, 2 for 2 on this drive. And Donovan is in the backfield now. He'll get the pitch off that right side, and he won't get very much as he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage.
Donovan on the sweep to the right side.
5:35 to go first half, 13-6 your score. Okolona on top, 3rd possession for the Trojans. Armstrong has dropped back one time on this drive, but pulled it down, so both of these teams are going to keep it on the ground this evening. And they've had relative success. The Chieftains' only drive of the game resulted in a touchdown. This is the 3rd one for the Trojans. And on 2nd down, it'll be Donovan again on the lead draw up the middle, and he gets a couple to about the 12.
On the carry.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 8 now. This is where it will get interesting for both teams if they're putting 3rd and ball inside the red zone. Armstrong, we've seen he's got a good arm tonight. Trying to throw the football in the cold weather. It's in the 30s here. And the Trojans will spread them out with 4 receivers. Chieftains are going to bring a blitz. It's a bubble screen to the left side. This is Johnson, and he's going to lose a couple of yards on the play. Outstanding job by Green, number 7, by Okolona on that tackle, along with number 8, Jay Collins. They'll put it back at the 14, and this is going to be, if they try a field goal, a 31-yarder, and they will bring Tyler Donovan onto the field. Under 4 minutes to play now in the first half. It'll be from the left hash. And it looks as though the Trojans are going to burn their second time into the half, and they will. And while they talk about it, we'll let you hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back here on TV7 Sports. About 3:45 to play in the first half. 13-6 Okolona on top. The Trojans facing 4th down and 9. They brought the field goal unit out initially. It would have been a 31-yard field goal. It's on the left hash at the 14. Coach Rain calls a timeout and decides to keep the offense on the field. And now we've got one of the officials who is injured right now, and he has been over and got his hat off. Not sure what's going on there. Didn't see anything. The headlines judge and it appears maybe he's okay now. That was odd. Bent over, had his hat off. Now it appears he's okay, I guess. It's been whistled into play, and now we've got another stoppage in play. This time it's a timeout called by Okolona. We'll keep it here since we just took a commercial break. But 3:45 to go in the first half, 13-6 your score. Okolona on top. The Trojans facing a critical 4th down and 9. This will be their fourth down try in this first half. The Trojans are 3 for 3. This one, though, easily the longest to go. They'll need to get it all the way down to the 5-yard line for a first down. As the Trojans are back on the field, I want to take this time to remind you to thank all of our sponsors who make it possible for us to bring you high school football action here on TV7. Also want to remind you to stay tuned for halftime. We'll hear from the Bruce Band here on homecoming night. Homecoming festivities before the ball game started. And God bless all the young girls in dresses in 30 degrees tonight riding around in cars.
4th and 9.
4th and 9 out of the timeout. Armstrong will look to throw. Being pressured, now decides to get it into the end zone. Is it caught? Yes. Touchdown, Trojans. Martez Welch, number 13 on the reception, and the Trojans are a point away from tying it up. Outstanding play there by Dante Armstrong, showing the athleticism we talked about in the beginning, as he was able to avoid the sack, keep his eyes downfield, keep his legs moving, and deliver a strike to Welch in the end zone, who was wide open. Donovan's point after is good. And Donovan ties the game up at 13 with 3:37 to play in the first half. We've got a good one here, Bruce. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on TV7 Sports. DJ Glaspie will kick it off for the Trojans, who just tied it up on 4th down and 9 at the 15-yard line. 13-13 your score. The kick hits off the up man. It's loose, and it's going to be Bruce football. As Glaspie, not sure if he was trying to aim for the up man, number 52, Josh Ford. He was trying to squib it, but it hit off of Ford, and there was a mad scramble for it, and it looks like Glaspie recovered the football. It will be Trojans ball in a crazy, crazy turn of events. Not something you see very often. It will be 1st down and 10 for Bruce at the 37-yard line. 3:36 to play in the first half. I'm not sure if that was by design or what, but you really couldn't draw that up any better if you're the Trojans trying to get the football back before the end of the first half. Remember, though, 2 timeouts have already been called by the Trojans, but there's still plenty of time to run the football down the field. We've seen Armstrong put it in the air 5 times tonight. He's 4 of 5, converted his last 4 passes, and the previous one went for a touchdown. On 1st down, though, this is a nice job of gang tackling by the Chieftains, as Johnson just went absolutely nowhere and, in fact, lost a bunch of yards. Back to the 32-yard line. Green and Ford on the tackle. A loss of 5 on the play. So coming up on the 3-minute mark to play here. Remember, the Trojans do get the football to start the second half, so that will play into Coach Ray's decision as to whether or not to push the ball down the field, certainly. And on 2nd down, it's a give to Brown. He breaks 1 tackle, but is brought down after trying to break the tackle and turn the corner. He'll get about 3 to the 35. Curtis Green there to make the tackle. And he and Ford and Rogers have had just outstanding hands for the Chieftains defensively. They have been all over the field. We call their name a lot tonight. But it's 3rd down and long now, and the Chieftains have 2 timeouts remaining, so perhaps they'll burn one if they can get a stop here. Armstrong is 4 for 5 on the night. He's dropped back 6 times. They'll keep it on the ground, though. This is Glaspie right side as he's trying to turn the corner and will be well shy of the 1st down as he's tackled at the 42-yard line, a gain of about 7. And the Chieftains decide not to call a timeout. And the clock will continue to roll now as we're at 1:45 and counting, as Jacoby Hurd is back deep to receive. Tyler Donovan will punt it away, but a little surprised the Chieftains are not stopping the clock here and rolling the dice to take a chance before the half. Instead, they're allowing the Trojans to run the clock all the way down. Donovan's kick nearly blocked. He got it away. It's a sideways bounce, but it does take a Bruce bounce down to the 13-yard line. That's a terrific play there by Tyler Donovan. He got it away from the 42-yard line. They put it officially at the 14. It's a 44-yard punt, nothing on the return. Clock is stopped with 1:18 to play here in the first half. Tied at 13. It's been a good ball game. Both teams have kept it on the ground throughout. And Okolona, with only 1 offensive possession in this ball game, they went right down the field. They scored on a kickoff return. And then after the Trojans tied it up, got the football back when the ball was kicked off of one of the Chieftains, and the Trojans recovered it. So this is the 2nd possession. This ball is floating into the air, and it is caught by the Chieftains. And this could turn into a touchdown for Okolona as he's brought down. There are 2 penalty flags on the play, but holy cow, Rod Jones, number 11, on that reception. That ball from Hurd was just fluttering hopelessly into the air, and Dante Armstrong did the best he could to get over and try to pick it off, but just missed it. And Jones is able to catch it and turn and get a bunch of yards. We'll have to check the 2 flags, though, and this could change the entire complexion of the ball game depending on what our head referee signals here. pass interference on the defense. It will be declined, so that big gain will stand, and Jones finally went down at the 20-yard line.
First down, 3 yards to go for the Chieftains from the Trojan 20.
A 66-yard pass and catch from Hearn to Jones. And just like that, the Chieftains have it 1st and 10 inside the Bruce red zone with 1:02 to play. They've got 2 timeouts in their back pocket as well. And a chance to take the lead right here before the first half ends. Hurd will give way off the right side, and this is Babbitt who breaks tackles inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. That's a gain of about 8 yards on the play, and Okolona will burn its second timeout. In fact, the officials say keep it winding. They stopped the clock for a second. Now say continue to keep the clock moving, and it's down to 30 seconds left. So Okolona is going to continue to keep that clock moving. And on second down, it's Hurd keeps it, and he's dropped back for a loss on the play. Pat Gardner wrapped him up at the 16-yard line, and now Okolona will burn their second timeout as there was mass confusion in the backfield.
A loss on the play. The loss is back to the 16.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards.
Third down.
And back there in that backfield was Babbitt, as well as number 31, Terry Rogers, and they all ran right into one another and allowed Gardner to come on through and make a big tackle. But you go back to that long pass play, and I'm not sure how in the world Dante Armstrong didn't, or somebody didn't come over there and pick that ball off, as that ball was just floating into the air. It was not really well thrown at all. It looked as though it was more just a prayer from Hurd when he let it go. But there was a pass interference penalty that went along with it. Jones made a good catch when Armstrong just missed it. And then fortunately for the Trojans, DJ Glaspie made the touchdown-saving tackle to at least give Bruce a chance here on 3rd down and 9 defensively. 23 seconds left here in the first half, tied at 13. It's been a good ball game so far.
Okay, 6.
It's 3rd down and 9. They need to get to the 10-yard line for a first down. They'll give it off the right side. This is Babbitt trying to pick a hole, and he's going to get back to about the 13 as the clock continues to wind down, now at 11 seconds, now at 10 seconds, and it looks as though the Chieftains are going to try and kick a field goal at the very end as they do call timeout.
4th down, 4th and 4.
With about 3 seconds left, it'll be 4th down and about 4.
Timeout charge to the Chieftains.
So that'll be the final timeout of the half for Okolona. It stopped right now at 1 second, but timeout was actually called with about 3 seconds left. Nonetheless, though, Daquan Babbitt will be kicking from the 12-yard line. So this is going to be a 29-yarder if they do decide to kick the field goal. As Babbitt's first attempt at a PAT was not well hit at all. His second PAT was perfect. This will be from the right hash and will be a 29-yarder. So the Chieftains will try and take the lead right here before the end of the first half. The scoreboard still shows 1 second. It really doesn't matter. But even with 3 seconds, it's going to be the last play of the half anyway, barring a defensive penalty. But Babbitt is set. A little bit of a high snap. His kick is up, but it is no good. Babbitt missed it to the right. So the Chieftains unable to score it right there before the end of the first half. And the Trojans and Chieftains are locked in a 13-13 tie. We'll take a break into the halftime show. Let you hear from our fans and our sponsors as well. Stay with us. You're watching high school football on TV7 Sports. Welcome back to Trojan Field here in Bruce as we are just about set for the start of the second half of play. Jeremy Kennedy with you in homecoming. 13-13 your score, Okolona and Bruce, as the Trojans are about to... Bunch of big plays as the kick will be fumbled and it's on the ground. Did Bruce get it or did Okolona recover? There's been no signal yet. This would be the second big play of the game on special teams tonight for the Trojans, as their players are signaling they have the football, but no signal yet from officials as they are trying to move the pile. And it will be Okolona football as the Chieftains get on it and recover. A huge turn of events there. That would have been. And fortunately, Curtis Green for Okolona was able to fall on it at the 32-yard line. So not the most conventional way to start with solid field position, but the Chieftains do nonetheless. And in the second half, it's going to be whichever team can best run the football, and both did extremely well in the first half. Jacoby Hurd remains the quarterback for the Chieftains, and he'll give it to Rogers on first down, and he is out to about the 38-yard line. So a nice gain of 6 on the play there. And this is a ball game in which the Trojans took the opening drive, marched it down the field. They converted on 4th down in their own territory before getting it down the field to score and make it 6-0. The PAT was no good, and the Chieftains took the ensuing kickoff as Latrell Marks was a little too amped up there on 2nd down and short, and that'll be the first penalty of the ball game for the Trojans in the second half. And the Chieftains were able to take the ensuing kickoff all the way for a touchdown, but the extra point was missed at 6-6. Okolona then took a 13-6 lead on their first true offensive possession of the ball game, and the Trojans came back and answered. They converted 2 4th downs on that drive to make it 13-13, and then Okolona had a shot before the end of the first half, but couldn't connect on a 29-yard field goal. After the penalty, it's first down and a big hit there. Number 9, Jamar Brown for Bruce was able to hit Hurd in the backfield. He was able to move his way to the original line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. As 1 minute has now gone by here in this third quarter. Trojans trying to pick up win number 7 on the season. Okolona trying to improve to 5-3. Big region game. The give is going to be off the left side. This is Rogers. He's picking his way out near midfield. They'll put him at the 49-yard line, so close to a first down. It'll be a couple of yards shy. They'll put him actually at the 50-yard line, so a gain of about 7 on the play. So 3rd down and short.
3rd down, 3 yards to go.
Trojans with 8 in the box, showing blitz up the middle, and here they come as the give is up the middle, but nothing doing there on that give as Pat Gardner once again there to make a big stop in run defense. He has been the best weapon for the Trojans on that side of the ball tonight. No gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 3 for the Chieftains, and they'll send in the punting unit.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Armstrong and Darian Sullivan, number 2, are back to receive. DeQuinn Babbitt will punt it away.
One Armstrong is back to receive.
Babbitt bobbled the punt, and this kick is up and takes a Chieftains roll and will be downed inside the 30-yard line. So solid field position for the Trojans. Could have been a lot worse with a better punt.
Around the 29. It will be 1st down.
And we'll see if the Trojans can get back to their bread and butter tonight, which was keeping it on the ground. Dante Armstrong has had a solid cast around him. It's led by Jamar Brown, number 9, along with Jamarian Johnson, number 6. We've also seen DJ Glaspie, also Tyler Donovan, who doubles as the kicker, get carries as well. And when Armstrong has had to, he's put it up in the air effectively. He has a touchdown pass line on 4th down. Bruce will begin with the speed sweep to the near side. Johnson will try and reverse field, but just finds nothing there but a bunch of white jerseys. And it'll be 2nd down and long as Rogers there to make the tackle, number 31 for the Chieftains. And there have been a host of talented defenders by this Chieftains defensive squad tonight. And we've got a penalty flag thrown, and it will be on the Chieftains. It'll be a face mask penalty against the Chieftains.
5 yards.
The 5-yard variety, so it'll make it 1st down and 5.
1st down, 1st and 6.
High school is the only level that still has the differential between 5 and 15. So 1st down and 5. And they'll keep it on the ground. This is Johnson, and he's going to cross the 40 to the 41, and he'll have the 1st down on the play.
Green.
And the Trojans begin the 1st half. Or excuse me, begin the 2nd half the way they ended the 1st half, which is moving the ball down the field on the ground. So you expect to see a lot of Jamarian Johnson and Jamar Brown in this ball game. And Johnson is the back in the backfield. He'll get it again. He'll try and turn the corner and does so. Lowers the head, is out to near midfield. They'll put him at about the 48. And a gain of about 8 on that play.
Ryan Jones makes the stop gain of about 8.
So it'll be 2nd down and short. And the Trojans have had most of their success tonight on sweeps with Johnson and as well as Glaspie on the far side of the near side, and then also just out of that pistol formation, turning and handing the football off. And on 2nd down, they'll pitch it to the near side. This is Johnson trying to get to the corner, and he is going to be stopped short. And once again, Collins there to make that tackle, number 7. He has been so good tonight from that linebacker spot. And he came up in run support and prevented Johnson from turning the corner, and he's down on the ground right now, as the medical staff is out to attend to him. It stops the clock with 7:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. We are still tied at 13. It will be 3rd down and about 4 when play resumes, as Johnson took the carry to the near side and was hit immediately by Collins. He lost a couple of yards on the play. Didn't really see the injury happen, as he's going to be helped up off the field and jogs off, so he should be okay. It would be a big loss if he were not able to return, but he looks like he'll be all right. He'll have to sit out this play, but he has been quite a weapon in tonight's ball game and really all year. Jamar Brown will replace him on this 3rd down. And the Trojans will put 3 receivers to the far side. Okolona will bring the blitz. It's a straight quarterback draw with Armstrong, and he is going to have the 1st down as he gets inside Okolona territory. They'll put him just a step inside midfield, and that should be enough for a 1st down. The referee now does signal that Armstrong was able to give the Trojans a fresh set of downs as the clock continues to move now. It's 7:20 to play here in the 3rd quarter. This the opening drive for the Trojans in the 2nd half after their defense forced a 3 and out. And they'll stay with 3 receivers. Chieftains will bring the blitz. Bad snap. It's loose. Armstrong can't get it. Now he finally corrals it all the way back at the 32-yard line. And not sure if that was the center just not snapping it correctly, or if Armstrong just took his eyes off the ball. But nonetheless, a near turnover. But The Trojans lose about 18 yards of field position. And barring a huge couple of runs, have taken themselves out of a promising drive. Armstrong will drop to pass. It's a bubble screen far side to Johnson, who's back in, and he goes absolutely nowhere. He'll lose yards back to the 28-yard line, so a loss of 4 on that play. And both of these teams, outside of that one bomb thrown by Jacoby Hurd, don't really throw the ball down the field all that much. It's typically bubble screens and slip screens, and defenses have just become so accustomed to defending that in practice, they're able to lock it up in games. And now this is going to be third and a seemingly forever. The line of scrimmage to make for the Trojans is the Okolona 39-yard line. And they will just turn. Armstrong will keep it himself, and he's spun back down all the way to the 20-yard line. So Okolona, that was Babbitt on the sack there, does a great job defensively preventing the Trojans from picking up further yards inside their own territory, and they should get excellent field position, as after the miscommunication between the center and Armstrong, the Trojans were unable to do anything with the football. They end up losing more than 30 yards on the drive. And now Donovan will come in to punt the football, and he's going to need to get a good one off to flip the field. And this one is high. It hits inside Chieftain territory, takes a sideways bounce, and will be touchdown at the 46-yard line of Okolona. So good field position there for the Chieftains in their second possession of the half. 13-13 your score, 4:43 to play in the third quarter. These two teams meeting in a crucial division play. 6-2, 6-2, 2-1 on the year are the Trojans. 4-3, 1-1 are the Chieftains. Late substitution now as Quinn Babbitt comes onto the field. Jacoby Hurd will whisper into his ear the play call. And Babbitt will get it on the first down. He runs over Pat Gardner, stiff arms another defender, is deep into Bruce secondary, and that was Roberto Ramirez that he stiff armed at about the 45-yard line, and Babbitt is all the way down to the 34-yard line. A big gain there and a first down for the Chieftains. 21 yards on that carry there for Babbitt. And Okolona with its deepest penetration in the second half. They'll stay on the ground, loose ball, but Hurd is able to grab it at the 35. So a loss on the play of about 1, and both of these teams flirted with a turnover. But both so far have been able to keep the other team from converting on those and covering those fumbles. So second down and about 12 for the Chieftains, as both teams trying to get lined up properly. Second down, this is a give to the right side. This is Buchanan. He turns the corner. He's on his way towards the end zone, and he's finally knocked out of bounds by Armstrong at the 5-yard line. J.C. Buchanan, who returned that kickoff for a touchdown back in the first quarter, travels 30 yards down to the 5-yard line and gives the Chieftains first and goal to go with 3:33 to play here in the third quarter. They'll stay in the shotgun with 2 backs on each side of Hurd. Buchanan and Rogers, and this is a bad snap. Herb was able to get the football back, but he is dropped all the way back at the 22-yard line. That's a loss of 17 yards as well. So both of these teams having some issues between the center and the quarterback. And that really took Bruce out of a promising drive before. Will it take the Chieftains out of one? As they had first and goal from the 5. Now they got it second and goal all the way back at the 22-yard line. And both of these coaches certainly disappointed that you have these types of miscommunications this deep into the season as we start playoff action right around the corner. On second and long, Herb will look to throw, fires it far side. It is incomplete and should have been intercepted in the end zone. DJ Gillespie had a golden opportunity for a pick in the end zone and possibly a chance to bring it out for a big return, maybe even a touchdown, but couldn't haul it in, and that falls to the ground and incomplete. So the Chieftains dodge another bullet after the bad snap. Hurd should have been picked off there in the end zone. So now it'll be third down and goal to go from the 22-yard line. A big down for the Trojans defense. A blitz. It'll be a screen pass, and it's going to be nothing doing there as Rogers is stopped at the 24-yard line. A loss of 2 on the play. That's the same play design we saw the Chieftains use to score their first offensive touchdown of the night, but that time Bruce was there to make a big play, and Pat Gardner, who else, in on that stop to force fourth down, goal to go from the 24-yard line. This would be a 41-yard field goal if the Chieftains were to try it. It looks as though we're going to see them go for it here. So Bruce, barring a defensive penalty and giving up a touchdown, has a chance to put a 0 on the board. Herb will look to his left under pressure. He'll get around the end, and he'll fall down well shy of the end zone. That's an outstanding job by the Trojans defense. Bruce will come away with the football at the 25-yard line. So the Trojans are able to get off the field defensively, aided by a bad snap and miscommunication between the center and quarterback, in which the Chieftains lost 17 yards of field position, had first and goal at the 5, then went backwards from there. So both of these teams with promising drives end in nothing, and Bruce will start on first down, and Gillespie couldn't really handle the snap in the carry as well. But he's able to get a couple of yards to the 27. So fortunately for them, they're able to get the ball going. And second down and 8 otherwise. This would be a real big issue, but the Trojans will have a second down and 8 from the 27-yard line. Armstrong will go under center and pitch it to Donovan right side, and he gets only about a yard on the play as we are under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. No score in the second half. It's 13-13 overall between the Chieftains and the Trojans. Bruce is looking at third down and about 8 yards to go after that carry by Tyler Donovan. And Coach James Ray will burn a timeout. We'll keep it here because we're not too far away from the end of the third quarter. That'll be the first charge timeout of the second half for the Trojans, and that'll be third down and 9. Certainly you would imagine the message here is going to be to protect the football, no fumbles, and you want to make sure that the center quarterback snap is a good one, especially with the Trojans backed up to where they are. As both of these teams trying to find something offensively in terms of keeping drives going and getting it towards the end zone. We haven't seen many passing yards in this ball game outside of the 66-yard pass from Hurd to Jones by Okolona in the first half. And Dante Armstrong has had a solid game throwing it as well, just hasn't had many attempts. And on third down, he will look to throw. He'll swing it out to the near side of Johnson, and he breaks one tackle, breaks another, and gets back to the 27-yard line or so, maybe a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. There's about 38 seconds on the clock now as they roll it. So fourth down, Bruce will have to snap the football before the end of the third quarter. So Okolona should get the football to begin the quarter. The quarterback for Okolona, Jacoby Hurd, is back deep to receive. He's at his own 42-yard line. Low snap, but Donovan corrals it. Good punt, and he kicks it right to Hurd at the 31-yard line. And that's going to be a block in the back as Hurd gets a couple of yards before one of the officials on the near side hurled that pink flag out. And this is going to back the Chiefs inside their own 30-yard line. There are 4 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. And a pretty obvious block in the back there on special teams by the Chieftains.
This month is breast cancer awareness. Early detection is the key. You know, you want to win breast cancer.
There is our official call, blocking the back on Okolona. They have the football sitting at the 34-yard line.
A 10-yard penalty will be assessed. First down, first and 10.
So this will back the Chieftains up to about the 24. And we will have one play before we start the fourth quarter. So both of these teams, which moved it down the field at times in this quarter, both had issues with the center quarterback snap that took them out of play for points in this quarter. As we've had a good game here tonight from Trojan Field. Largest lead of the game has been Okolona at 13-6 back in the second quarter. And on the final play, Hurd will take it around the end. He's got a big gain, cuts across, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. He's got a chance to go inside the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, and is finally brought down at the 6-yard line. Jacoby Hurd with a huge scamper and will set up the Chieftains with first down and goal to go and a chance to break this 13-13 tie. As that is the last play of the third quarter. We've got a good one here at Bruce. It's the Trojans 13, the Chieftains 13. We'll take a break and start the fourth. After this, you're watching high school football on TV7 Sports.
High School 13.
Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter play here from Trojan Field. 13-13 your score. The Okolona Chieftains have it first and goal at the 6-yard line after that huge run by Jacoby Hurd, I should say. And the Chieftains with the best chance to put some points on the board here in the second half of either team. And on first down, they'll give up the middle, and it is a touchdown as Rogers scampers in from 6 yards up the middle, and the Chieftains lead at 19-13. Quinn Babbitt will come on to attempt the point after, and all of a sudden the Chieftains trying to play spoiler here on homecoming night. He is on to attempt his third PAT of the night. Missed his first one badly, got his second one through. And his third one is blocked at the line of scrimmage, so It'll be 19-13 your score with 11:56 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it here since we just took a break out of the commercial, out of the end of the quarter. So we'll see if the Trojans can get something going here on offense as they now trail it 19-13 with 11:56 to play and just have not been able to contain the big run by Jacoby Hurd. And presumably you would think they'll get it going on the ground. That's where they had their promising drive on the previous possession, but the center quarterback exchange was off. It cost them 18 yards, and then they just went backwards after that. Then they were able to hold the Chieftains on essentially the same issue, but then couldn't do anything offensively. As Babbitt will kick it off. Armstrong is the deep man. And his kick is a good one. It's taken by Johnson, though, at the 15-yard line. He comes straight ahead, got a big hole. He's got the kicker to beat, breaks the stride. He's got Babbitt to beat, and Johnson, touchdown, Trojans. Just like that, we are tied again. Jamarian Johnson all the way from the 15-yard line, 85 yards. And it's tied up with 11:44 to play in this ball game. Tyler Donovan will try and break this 19-19 tie. So this plays out a little bit like the first quarter, just in the opposite situation. Okolona breaks the tie, can't get the PAT. Bruce is able to take the PAT down, and we've got a whistle before the snap, and this looks to be illegal substitution against the Chieftains.
There's a flag on the ground, illegal substitution. This is the penalty against Okolona.
So this will give Tyler Donovan an even shorter point after attempt. And Donovan also 1 for 2 on the night in the point after department. Missed his first, made his second one.
The Chieftains will be penalized half the distance of the goal.
Dante Armstrong, the quarterback, is the holder. And we've got another penalty on the play.
There's a flag on the ground.
This time it'll be offsides against the Chieftains, which will move the ball even closer. So now at what point, if you're Coach Ray, you decide to maybe try and go for 2 here, but looks as though his extra point squad will stay on the field, as that ball would be moved to about the 1-yard line. But Donovan will stay on the field. Good snap, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:44 to play, the Trojans take their first lead of the second half, 20-19. We've got a good one here in Bruce, as the Trojans and the Chieftains are playing here to start the fourth quarter. Both of these teams have put a touchdown on the board in the second half. The difference, though, the Trojans have been able to make the extra point so far. And now the question becomes for Bruce, can they stop this ground attack from Okolona, particularly the quarterback, Jacoby Hurd? He is back deep to receive, as TJ Glaspie will kick it off. And what a terrific football game we've had here for you tonight. Hurd is the deep man on the kickoff. And Glaspie's kick is off again forward, but we've got a penalty flag thrown at the 40. This usually signals offsides against the Trojans. As we wait on the official call from our referee. And it was, in fact, offsides against the Trojans. So we'll do it again. Glaspie will kick from the 35-yard line instead of the 40. Glaspie will approach the football and kick it off. It'll be taken by the up man. It's his Babbitt at the 40. Then he's got a chance to go. He turns the corner far side and is knocked out of bounds down near the 30-yard line. That was to Quinn Babbitt, one of the stars tonight for Okolona. He's the kicker and also has done a solid job on the ground as a tailback in the backfield. And just when you think maybe one team has the upper hand in this ball game, momentum swings with each play. And now the Chieftains are looking at 1st and 10 at the Bruce 29-yard line with 11:34 to play in this ball game. Jacoby Hurd will take the snap out of the shotgun. He's got two backs with him. It'll be J.C. Buchanan on the right side. He makes a move, breaks a couple of tackles, is inside the 25 and down to about the 22-yard line. A good gain of about 7 yards on the play. And the Trojans will need a huge stop here.
Buchanan around the right end, gain of about 6, and second down.
As the ground game for Okolona has really started to take its toll on this Bruce defense. Be second down and about 3. Hurd will give up the middle. It's a big hole. It's Rogers, and he gets inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. It is spun down there. A gain of about 7 on the play. Another first down for the Chieftains.
Rogers.
And Okolona, nothing fancy about it. They're just lining up and running right at the teeth of this Trojans defense. And Kendrell Nolden, number 54, comes off the field now with the starting defensive lineman.
First down, 10 yards to go.
So first down and 10 yards to go now. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd will bounce it to the near side, trying to get around, breaks the tackle, and is knocked out of bounds essentially as Darian Sullivan was there to make the tackle for the Trojans. The night before, Hurd could get to the 10-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards, second down.
A gain of about 4 on the play. They'll put him at the 11 actually, so a gain of about 4 on the play. Second and 6 now. Clock is stopped at 10:27 to go in the ball game. Babbitt off the right shoulder. Now he moves into the H-back spot. This is a straight quarterback draw for Hurd as he picks his way, still on his feet, and will be down to the 4-yard line. That is going to be good enough for another Okolona first down as he gets 7 yards, and Jacoby Hurd sets his team up with first down and goal to go.
And it's first down. First down. Goal to go number 4.
Now under 10 minutes to play in the ball game. Bruce clinging to a 20-19 lead. But Okolona's got it at the Bruce 4-yard line. First and goal, it'll be Babbitt right up the middle, and he spins off one tackle, gets into the end zone, touchdown Chieftains. Looked like he was stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He spun out of that tackle and then was able to power his way into the end zone for another touchdown tonight. And Okolona has regained the lead now, 25-20 with 9:45 to play. The question now becomes, do the Chieftains decide to go for two and make this a 7-point game, considering the issues that DeQuinn Babbitt has had kicking extra points tonight? He's 1 for 3. And it does look as though the Chieftains will go for two. But before that, we've got a timeout, and we'll take it with them. A big play coming here. Stay with us on TV7 Sports. Back here at Trojan Field, Chieftains just took the lead 25-20, now going for two. It'll be placed at the 3-yard line. Hurd will fake, swing it out to the near side, caught by Buchanan. Powering, is he in? Is he in? Yes. 2-point conversion is good, and that increases the lead by Okolona to 27-20 with 9:45 to play. It ties their largest lead of the night, which was 13-6 at one point back in the first half. So after not having any points scored in this second half through the third quarter, both of these teams have put points on the board. Okolona's got 14 points in the fourth quarter. Bruce has 7, and the Trojans will need to answer. They got a big kickoff return by Jamarian Johnson for 84 yards to give them the lead, but then Okolona got a big kickoff return by Babbitt and then got the touchdown to give the Chieftains the lead. They were able to convert on the 2-point try. And so now it's up to this Bruce offense to try and get something going. They've been most successful tonight running the football, and they've still got plenty of time. Trojans have 2 timeouts remaining. Chieftains have 2 as well. As this kick will be taken again by Johnson at the 13-yard line. He comes straight up the field. Will break one tackle, tries to get to the far side, and is spun down by Jacoby Hurd back at the 18-yard line. That will actually give him his forward progress, though, to about the 22-yard line. So that's a big break there for the Trojans, as it looked as though he was spun down inside the 20-yard line, but forward progress gives him to the 22. So a much better job on the kickoff coverage there by the Chieftains. And with 9:38 to go in the fourth quarter, Bruce will go back to work. Armstrong will throw it on first down, and that pass is incomplete. It was intended for Darian Sullivan as they tried to get him on the slip screen, but that pass sailed right through the hands, and that's not a good start here for the Trojans on this possession.
Second and 10.
.934 to play. 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Armstrong will turn and hand it off to Johnson, and he is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose a couple of yards. Outstanding job up front, leading that Okolona defense is number 14, Dimitri Davidson. First time we caught his name tonight, but he makes an outstanding play. It's a loss of 2 on the play back to the 20. 3rd down and 12 now. Trojans need to get it to the 32-yard line for a first down. Armstrong will look to throw, being pressured. Scrambles out to his left, still looking. Will come back and has Johnson wide open. He's got the first down and more, and he's knocked out of bounds inside Chieftains territory at the 43-yard line. That's what Dante Armstrong brings you at the quarterback position. Not a lot of kids could have gotten out of that trouble there, but he's able to spin and find Johnson, the safety valve to the near side, who was wide open. And it was all Johnson after that. A huge 3rd down conversion. It gives the Trojans a fresh set of downs at the Chieftains' 43-yard line. 8:43 to play. And Okolona leads by 7. Johnson will get it on the speed sweep to the far side. He'll cut it up the field, lower his head. Inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line. A gain of about 7 yards on the play. So after that really dangerous time there for the Trojans, now all of a sudden they get a big third down conversion, get a solid gain on first down. And it's second down and about 3. Coming up on the 8-minute mark to play in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. This is Donovan straight ahead. He gets a couple to about the 34. So this will bring up a critical third down and 1 for the Trojans. And certainly 4 down territory here with 2 timeouts left. Trojans will try and keep it on the ground as much as they can. This will be a speed sweep to the near side. This is Glaspie, and he is in trouble. He is going to lose yards all the way back to the 37-yard line. A loss of about 4 on the play. And that will bring up 4th down now and about 5. And boy, all of a sudden they actually spotted at the 38-yard line. They need to get to the 33, so 4th down and 5 on the play. Clock just ticked under 7 minutes, and on 3rd and 1, disappointing that you lose 4 on that play, but the Trojans have a chance to get it back here. But before that, we've got a timeout call by the Trojans, and we will take it with them. 6:46 to play in the contest. Trojans down by 7. We'll be right back. Back here at Trojan Field, 4th down and 5 for Bruce. 6:45 to go, trailing by 7. Armstrong will play action, moves to his left. He's in trouble. Will now tuck and run. He's got close to the first down. He runs out of bounds, and I think he's going to have it at about the 30-yard line. And what a play by Dante Armstrong again. It looked like he was in jail, essentially, after the bootleg, but he was able to tuck and run to the near side. It was wide open for him. Then he got to the 31-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play. It is good enough for a first down as he runs out of bounds with 6:39 to play. He'll stay under center as the Trojans need to get it down the field. He'll look to throw. Slant pass is incomplete, and that was nearly intercepted from the backside on the coverage with Ryan Jones, number 11. As the pass was intended for Darian Sullivan, number 2, who comes off the field now. And that was a dangerous throw there, and that was a little bit of that uncomfortable way that Armstrong can sometimes appear to look when he throws the football. He's never played quarterback before at the high school level until this year. He's been a great weapon and a wide receiver. Converted to quarterback this year. Has done an outstanding job, but at times you can tell all those years of not playing quarterback can kind of get him. As the inside trap play goes to Johnson. He's breaking a couple of tackles, turns the corner, makes a move, heading to the sidelines. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. No flags on the play. A 31-yard touchdown run for number 6, Jermarian Johnson. And the Trojans are within 1 PAT from tying the game. Tyler Donovan on to attempt the most important point after of this ball game so far with 6:25 to play. High snap, and he gets it down. Donovan's kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the left. And that is a big, big miss for Tyler Donovan and the Bruce Trojans. It's 6:25 to play in the ball game. 27-26, Okolona on top. We'll keep it here as now the Trojans have to get a stop and a score in order to take the lead. All the Chieftains have to do is keep the football and try to run the clock out, and they can secure the victory. Trojans with one timeout remaining in this ball game, and that missed extra point is critical. It's the second missed point after by Tyler Donovan tonight. And he will kick it off right now from the 40-yard line, with Jacoby Hurd back there deep to receive. So this Bruce defense will be asked to get the football back and try and do something they haven't done in the second half, which is really stop the Okolona ground attack. Donovan's kick is going to be short and fair caught at the 30-yard line. Dimitri Davidson caught that, and he'll actually put it at the 31-yard line. And you figure with the many weapons on special teams the Chieftains have, not a bad idea there by Coach Ray. Decent field position for Okolona, but certainly nothing you aren't comfortable with if you're the Bruce defense. Now the question comes, can you stop the Chieftains in their ground attack? Hurd will give it to Babbitt on first down. He breaks one tackle, turns the corner. He's across the 45 and out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 16 yards on the play and a first down for Okolona. And it's not just that the Chieftains have been able to get 4 and 5 and 6. It's been the gash plays like that for first down runs, and we've got an injured Trojan down on the far side of the field. Away from the play. As the medical staff is out to attend to him. Trojans will come to the sidelines and try and get some guidance on how to prevent this ground game from moving down the field further. And that is Pat Gardner, number 7, who has been undoubtedly the best defensive player for the Trojans this evening, as he is being helped off the field. And if he cannot return, that will be a big loss. So first and 10 at the 47-yard line for Okolona after the injury timeout. Clock is now rolling, coming up on 6 minutes to play in this ball game. The Trojans with only one timeout remaining. And the give to Babbitt, it's a fumble on the ground. Did the Trojans get it? They're pointing that way. No signal yet by the officials, as the ball is being placed down, and it will be Okolona football. Boy, the Chieftains dodged a major bullet there, as Babbitt never had control of the football, and the officials say Babbitt got back on it. So it will be second down and 11 instead of a huge turnover that we could have seen there. Under 5.5 to play, Okolona leads 27-26, and the Chieftains are marching on second down. It's a give to J.C. Buchanan, and he is wrapped up in the backfield and slung down by Bailey Nix, number 51, and number 54, Kendrell Nolden.
Both
combined to make the stop there.
And dropped immediately by Phoenix. The loss is back to the 42.
And this will be a huge third down play coming up right here. The ball is placed back at the 37-yard line. Okolona needs to get to the Bruce 43. 4:40 to go in this contest. Okolona will throw the football. It's a fade route to the near side. He's got a man open. It's caught by Jones, and he is going to the end of the end zone. Touchdown, Chieftains.
Complete to number 11, Rod Jones.
57 yards on that touchdown pass, and Okolona has opened up its largest lead of the night at 33-26 with 4:32 to play in the ball game. What a pass and catch from Hearn to Jones. They connected for 66 yards back in the first half. That one goes for 57. And Okolona silencing the crowd here on third down and long. That was a big play. I was a little surprised they decided to throw the football with the Trojans only having one timeout left and the clock being under 5 minutes to play. But the Chieftains not only score a touchdown, but now up 7. Will try and go for 2, but they call a timeout. We'll keep it here. This is their second charge timeout of the half. So both teams now with one timeout. This is huge for the Trojans here. Babbitt is 1 for 3 on the night, kicking point after attempts. So what will happen if the Trojans can get a stop here? This is a 7-point ball game. If the 2-point conversion is good, it'll be a 2-score game with 4:32 left. And with the way the Trojans have moved the ball tonight, it's been all on the ground essentially. They haven't been able to get a big play through the air. So they would need to get one. If they can't, they'll have to continue to move it down the field, try to score quickly, and get an onside kick. All of that, though, predicated on whether or not the Trojans can make a big stop right here. As it does appear as though the Chieftains are going to go for 2. They were successful in their previous 2-point conversion attempt to make it a 27-20 game. Hurd will have Babbitt to his left, Rogers to his right. 2 wide receivers. The snap is essentially dribbled back to Hurd. He has nowhere to go with it, and the Trojans catch a break there as they're able to keep the Chieftains at bay. So it's just a 7-point ball game now, 33-26 with 4:32 to play. So plenty of time now for the Trojans. Even though they have one timeout left, they can run their offense and take their time. This will come down, though, to whether or not Dante Armstrong and company can continue to make plays on the ground, and they got to win first down. They can't put themselves in second and long. This Chieftains defense has done a much better job here in the second half of preventing the constant runs. There have been some big plays by both teams. But this will test the will here on the Trojans with 4:32 to go. Trying to win homecoming and get you 7 wins on the year. Okolona trying to spoil the festivities and pick up win number 5. Babbitt will kick it off from the 40. Darian Sullivan, along with Jamarian Johnson, are back deep to receive for the Trojans. And the kick will be bouncing right and goes out of bounds. So the Trojans will get solid field position, and more importantly, it doesn't take any time off the clock. That's the second time Babbitt has kicked the ball out of bounds and given the Trojans pretty good field position. They'll put it at the 35. And this Okolona defense will be asked to make one more stop tonight. This Bruce offense asked to make one more big drive. Jamar Brown will be the back in the backfield as Armstrong looks to throw. He's flush from the pocket, heads far side, trying to turn the corner, and he's knocked out of bounds. And I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. As they'll officially spot him
Congratulations to Jalen Aaron
at the 33-yard line, so a loss of 2 on that play.
For $250. Congratulations.
So second down and 12 now for the Trojans. 4:25 to go. Chieftains have done a great job getting penetration on that Trojan offensive line. And there's a bad snap again, but we've got flags on the play as both sides are pointing at one another. Trojans think there was offsides on the play. They're still talking about it. Still talking about it. Okolona thinks it's against the Trojans at least. It will be dead ball. It will be offsides against Okolona, but the referee gave the false start signal. So it will be offsides against the Chieftains, but what was confusing was the fact that our referee gave the false start signal, but called it on Okolona, but instead it's offsides against the Chieftains. So it'll be second down and about 7. So now we've got that all sorted out. It'll be second down, and this is going to be Armstrong faking the sweep, keeping it up ahead as he spins to the 43. That will be close to a first down, although he's a couple of yards shy. So third down and 2 as the Trojans have worked that speed sweep all night long. That time Armstrong decided to keep it and got about 5 yards. So third down and 2 now. Clock under 3:50 and moving. 4 receivers for Bruce. Chieftains showing blitz. Here they come. It's a give up the middle. Jamar Brown, he's got a first down and more deep into that secondary, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. And that's a big third down conversion there for the Trojans. Clock is stopped with 3:35 to go. A huge gain there on third and short.
The gain inside Chieftain territory. The 37, first down.
19 yards on that run.
10 yards to go.
And it gives the Trojans a fresh set of downs as they continue to move the football on the ground. Low snap, and Armstrong will look to throw it. He's got a man. It's tipped and incomplete, and Ron Jones should have picked that pass off. The ball kind of fluttered on the out route. And luckily for the Trojans, that ball fell to the ground as Latrell Marks was in the area, intended receiver, along with Jadarius Benson, number 3. But it's just an incomplete pass, and the Trojans have it again, second and 10, 3:15 to go. Again, the low snap. Armstrong will keep it as he heads up the field. There is a penalty flag thrown as Armstrong gets down to about the 32-yard line. This would be a gain of about 7 on the play if it stands, but we'll have to check the marker first. And it is holding against the Trojans, so that will negate the run. And that is ill-advised, to be sure. Okolona would be wise to take this penalty. Even though it would bring up third down, it would be third down and short. Instead, they are going to mark it off and put the football at the 46-yard line.
Second and 17.
Second down and long. It was a spot foul. Armstrong with 4 receivers. Again, a low snap. Armstrong's got pressure from the backside. He escapes. He thought about throwing it, keeps it. He's breaking tackles, still on his feet. Somehow gets to the outside. It's a foot race. Beats Buchanan. He's down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Houdini is wearing blue tonight for the Trojans as Dante Armstrong somehow in some way got out of that from the backside pressure. Faked the throw down the field, broke a couple of tackles during all of the mass humanity at about the 35-yard line, and then broke it down to the 23-yard line. A huge run of 23 yards, and the Trojans once again living on the edge have it 1st and 10 with 2:35 to play. Armstrong will hand it to Johnson, right side, as he picks his way out of bounds and has a solid gain on 1st down. They'll actually keep him inbounds and keep the clock moving. They'll say Johnson didn't get out of bounds. He picked up about 5 on the play. Puts him at the 17-yard line.
Second down, 2nd and 5.
As we are at 2:05 to play in this ball game. The Trojans come to the line of scrimmage. We're now at 2 minutes to go. Low snap again. It's a give to Brown. He breaks a tackle up the middle and is down to about the 10-yard line. There is a penalty flag, though, on the far side. And we also have an injured Chieftain. That's going to be Collins, number 7. He gets up a little gingerly. If the run stands, it would be it's not a legal shift against the Trojans. I was going to say if the run stands, this would be a 1st down for the Trojans, but instead it's going to be 2nd down and long. They'll put the ball back at the 21-yard line. So 2nd down and 9 as the clock now is wound into motion. It's 1:45 and rolling now. Trojans have to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion to tie. Armstrong from the gun, another just low snap. He's looking to throw, will now tuck and run, still looking, fires, has his man caught. That is out of bounds. It was Jadarius Benson on the reception, and he was knocked down at the 12. So a solid gain there on 2nd down, and we'll bring up 3rd down and short.
The gain is to the Chieftain 11.
Well, they put it at the 11-yard line, so it will be a 1st down for the Trojans. They had it initially spotted at the 12. They put it to the 11, so 1st down and 10 for the Trojans. They can still get one more 1st down at the 1. Clock is moving now with 1:20 to go. Low snap again. Give is to Brown. He breaks one tackle, heads to the outside, is being spun down at the 5. So a gain of 6 yards on the play, 1:09 and counting to play in this ball game. Trojans trying to take as much time as they can so that Okolona doesn't get another shot back, as we're now under 1 minute to play in this ball game. 2nd down and about 4 for the Trojans. Better snap this time. Armstrong keeps it himself, heads up the field, and is inside to about the 1-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down. It will give the Trojans 1st down and goal to go from inside the 1 with 46 seconds to play. 1 timeout left for Bruce. They'll wind the clock, and the Trojans are going to try and hurry it up here as the snap Well, before that, we've got a whistle and a timeout called by the Chieftains. And that will be the final timeout of the game for Okolona, which is a little surprising they would call it here with 40 seconds left, unless they're considering that Bruce would score and kick the extra point instead of not going for two. Because at that point, if it's tied up, you'd like to have at least your timeout to maybe, if Bruce thinks about going for two, to have it yourself to make one defensive play. But nonetheless, they burn their final timeout of the ball game. There are exactly 40 seconds left to play in this one. Okolona trying to play spoiler here at homecoming, leading 33-26. The Trojans, though, have it first down and goal to go from just inside the 1 yard line. Bruce does have one timeout remaining. They'll have Gerard Brown in the backfield. And Armstrong will go from under center. He'll take the snap. He will peer left and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Dante Armstrong sneaks it in from 1 yard out, and it's 33-32. Immediately, Tyler Donovan comes onto the field to attempt his 4th point after of the night. Dante Armstrong will hold it. It'll actually be his 5th point after of the night. He's 2 for 4, missed his last one. 38 seconds left. He's got to have this one. Low snap, the kick is up, and it is good. Donovan is able to get it through the left upright, and the Trojans have marched it down the field to tie it at 33 with 38 seconds left. It was a low snap. Give credit to Dante Armstrong for handling it, putting it back on the tee, and giving Donovan a chance to knock it through. So we've got a tie ball game here with 38 seconds left. Okolona with no timeouts. The Trojans with one. But a lot of special teams action we have seen tonight. Hurd is back there. Jones is back there. Buchanan is back there as well. So the Trojans have to be careful. Last time they kicked it short and it was fair caught by Davidson at around the 31. And with no timeouts left, that may be the best option for the Trojans to try and get somebody to fair catch it at the 30 and expect the Chieftains to try and throw it down the field. And we've seen that work to some success as well for the Chieftains. So 38 seconds left, the Trojans just trying to fight to get it to overtime. Donovan's kick is once again taken by Davidson. He will return this, and he is wrapped down by Pat Gardner near the 30-yard line. Outstanding coverage, and a little surprised Davidson decided to return it. They'll put him at the 33-yard line. That is some generous forward progress, as Gardner had him wrapped down at about the 30-yard line. So what will Okolona do? Will the Chieftains try and move it down the field for a field goal or a touchdown, or will they play for overtime? There's 35 seconds left. The Trojans are in the very definition of prevent. Hurd will go from the shotgun. Bruce with 3 down linemen. And Hurd is going to try and throw the football. He's looking up the middle. Now he's being sandwiched. He comes up the field, breaking a couple tackles, and is wrapped down at about the 35-yard line. And the clock continues to roll now. Under 20 seconds to play. Okolona will be fortunate to get off one more play. 12 seconds left, 11 seconds, 10 seconds left. They're still looking, and this looks like we're going to see overtime as Hurd is looking at the clock. It tricks down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. 1 second, and that is it. We are headed to overtime as the Bruce Trojans and Okolona Chieftains are tied at 33. Overtime is coming. Homecoming night in Bruce is turned into free football for the fans here at Trojan Field. We'll take a timeout, come back with the start of overtime right after this.
Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go.
Welcome back as we are here to start overtime. The Chieftains will get it 1st and 10 from the 1st and goal really from their 10-yard line. We've got a penalty flag thrown, and it will be false start against the Chieftains. So overtime rules work like this. Both teams get a shot from the 10-yard line. There are no first downs. And plays just really like the college game after that. If both teams score, we could be here all night. Tied at 33. First down and goal from the 15 after that penalty. So Bruce will get the football. If the Trojans can force a turnover or put up a 0, they can win with any score. Hurd on first down, throws towards the end zone, pass is incomplete. There are 2 penalty flags thrown, one at the line of scrimmage, one coming in extremely late after the play.
First pass intended for 11, Rod Jones is incomplete.
It was intended for Jones, the big play receiver for the Chieftains this evening. So we could have offsetting penalties depending on what the first one was. We have pass interference against the defense, but we have an eligible receiver down the field against the offense, so the penalties will offset, and we'll replay first down. So 1st and goal from the 15 for the Chieftains. We're here in overtime, tied at 33. Trojans scored with 38 seconds to go in the 4th quarter and got the extra point to force overtime. And on first down, they'll give to Babbitt right side, and he is inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. We'll give him the 6, so a gain of 9. And Daquan Babbitt has played awfully well this evening.
Second down and goal to go for the 6.
And it'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Both of these teams have struggled, to say the least, in the PAT department tonight. Babbitt, the kicker for Okolona, 1 for 3. Donovan, 3 for 5 in PAT. So field goals may play a big one in this. As Hurd keeps it on 2nd down, and he slides inside to about the 5, maybe the 4-yard line, which makes this a huge 3rd down and goal to go for the Chieftains from the 5-yard line as Dante Armstrong made that last tackle for the Trojans. You'd have to think this is 4-down territory for the Chieftains, excuse me. Hurd will give to Buchanan off the right side. He turns the corner, still fighting into the end zone. Touchdown, Chieftains, as J.C. Buchanan scampers around the end from 5 yards out, and the Chieftains strike first in overtime. It's 39-33. The big question now for Okolona is, will they go for 2? And it looks as though they will. Jacoby Hurd is chatting with the coaches on the sidelines as Quinn Babbitt, as good as he has been tonight running the football, has struggled to say the least in the kicking department. Just 1 for 3 on his PATs tonight, and a couple of those misses were not really close. So the Chieftains will decide to go for 2, and this is a big play as well, because boy, if the Chieftains can score here, and we've got an offsides penalty on Dante Armstrong, that will move the football to about the 1.5. And if the Chieftains score here, it will force the Trojans to do the same thing on their possession. But if you look at it from the Bruce side, obviously, if they can make a stop here, they're thinking if we can just get 10 yards and we let our kicker, Tyler Donovan, who has been a lot better tonight and is 3 of 5 on his extra points, let him boot it through and carry us into the ball game winner's circle. after the penalty. That'll move the football up to about the 1 yard line. And before that, we've got a timeout called by the Chieftains. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
I can't believe they used 10 more tapes. This thing's going to be over 3 hours. I guarantee it, and I'll be right there beside you, Steve. It's just, like I said before, like I said earlier, they just have a never say never and never quit attitude about them.
No, number 2 is going to throw the ball up, and grabs it. Oh, I told you that's not what we wanted. He's going to go back. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. He's to the 4. An interception, and DeSoto Central is back in this ball game, folks, for real. On an interception. They're going to be sitting at the 4 yard line with the possibility of first down and goal. There's no flags on the field. Woo, baby, baby. Well, if you walked off to go do something else and came back in, let me just repeat the score. Bruce Trojans 32, DeSoto Central 26, 6:02 left and an interception. DeSoto Central will take a timeout. And we need to take a timeout also, and I'm going to catch my breath, and we'll be right back.
Back on the carry, blank yard. The 2-point conversion is good. At the end of the first possession of the
back here at Trojan Field as the Chieftains do get the 2-point conversion. It was Babbitt off that right side, and he is into the end zone. So 41-33 now. Chieftains on top. The Trojans have to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion in order to keep this drive, keep this game going. So a big drive here, the biggest 10 yards needed of the season for the Trojans so far. Trying to win on homecoming and get their 7th win of the season. And Dante Armstrong, the quarterback keeper. So Armstrong will have it at about the 5, second down and goal to go from about the 4. 41-33, Chieftains on top. They scored on their possession of overtime and got the 2-point conversion. And that was the first down run there by Dante Armstrong. So second and goal from the 5 for the Trojans. They have to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion to keep this game going. Brown and Johnson back with Armstrong. It'll be Johnson off that right side as he powers his way, and he gets about a yard to the 4. So third down and goal to go now. Ike Willis, number 12, checks into the ball game now. He will replace Darian Sullivan, number 2. So the most successful play this evening has been that sweet run by the Trojans. We'll see if they try it here. It's on the right hash. Doesn't look like it. Jamarian Johnson in the backfield. He's been the guy to run it tonight. Low snap. Armstrong will keep it himself around the end. Dives in there. Touchdown, Trojans. Dante Armstrong pulled it out at the last minute, ran right around the right side, dove into the end zone, and gets in for the touchdown. 41-39 now, and the Trojans have to go for 2 after the Chieftains converted on their 2-point conversion. So Bruce will burn its timeout here in the first overtime, and this is do or die here for the Bruce Trojans. If they get in, we play on. If not, the Chieftains have spoiled homecoming here at Trojan Field. Dante Armstrong has played quite an outstanding ball game this evening. He's had a lot of help from his offensive line. Jamarian Johnson, Jamar Brown have also been key as well. And he will need to rely on that offensive line one more time to get the Trojans into the end zone to keep this game going. tied at 13 to begin the second half. Neither team scored in the third quarter. Both teams put up 20 points in the fourth quarter. So here we go. Armstrong will operate out of the shotgun. Jamar Brown is the H-back. Johnson, the back in the backfield. They'll snap it, pitch it to Johnson. He goes to the right side. Can he get in there? He leans across, and no good. He did not get there. Okolona's going to get out of here with a win. Johnson was stopped short at the 1-yard line, and the Chieftains come to Trojan Field and get a 41-39 victory to improve to 5-3 on the year, while the Trojans drop to 6-3. An incredible football game, to say the least, tonight. As you look at that scoreboard, and the Trojans just could not get the final 2 yards they needed to keep this game going, but give credit to the Chieftains. They came in here, ran the ball extremely well, and the Trojans just could never get it going. So the Chieftains knock off the Trojans 41-39 here on homecoming, as both teams shake hands on the field. It's been a great ball game. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us put all this together so we can bring you the best of high school football in the area. That will wrap it up for us. I'm Jeremy Kennedy. Thanks so much for watching high school football on TV7 Sports. Good night from Bruce.